Asteroid warning, deep impact predicted for the year 2069, claims Nostradamus prophecy. This is according to an expert claiming that this will take place according to what Nostradamus has predicted. This is on Express UK. Sebastian Ketley reports, the asteroid of cataclysmic proportions to strike Earth in 2016, according to Nostradamus prophecy, expert who fears this deep impact is preordained. Now the thing is that even if this was to strike tomorrow or in 6 years or in 6 months, we have no way of stopping it. That's the truth. Now the asteroid, it says, will hit Earth in our lifetimes, triggering widespread tsunamis and a firestorm of destruction on a worldwide scale. The asteroid impact was supposedly foretold by the 16th century mystic, French apothecary Michel de Nostradamus or Nostradamus, and has been at the heart of conspiracy theories, wild predictions about future events for centuries. Nostradamus' followers believed the writer correctly predicted, among other things, the 1666 Great Fire of London, which did take place, and the rise of Adolf Hitler, and he called him Histler instead of Hitler. It was a little change of his last name, to power in 1933. I mean, that's how close his naming and predictions were. During his lifetime, Nostradamus wrote cryptic 4-lined poems called quatrains, which have inspired generations of conspiracy theorists. Mario Redding, the author of Nostradamus, The Complete Prophecies for the Future, believes the quatrains hold clues about a future asteroid impact. In particular, the author says Nostradamus' quatrain 169 as evidence of an impending cataclysm. The passage, which was originally, of course, in the French language, speaks of a great mountain, flooding, war, and hunger. This is, of course, also in the prophecies, especially of the Book of Revelation. This is nothing new. So it's obviously not just his first mentioning of this. The quatrain reads, a great mountain, 7 stades around, after peace, war, hunger, flood, will roll far, destroying great swaths of country, even antiquities and mighty foundations, end quote. Now, according to Redding's analysis of this enigmatic poem, the mountain in question is a giant asteroid crashing into Earth. And he writes, the state was a unit of measurement, state meaning stadio. It's about, 400 meters? Measurement of about 180 meters is at 400, so half of that is 180 meters. So a mountain 7 stades around would measure 1,260 meters in circumference, or 1,380 yards in circumference. One presumes that Nostradamus is it circumference or is it diameter? That's a big thing. A difference. Now, one presumes that Nostradamus is talking about an asteroid strike here, because we know that an asteroid of more than 1 kilometer in circumference, traveling at about 30 kilometers per second, would have a huge impact on all terrestrial life, equivalent to maybe 5,000 times the most powerful atomic warhead we possess. And it's interesting to say that astronomers have just discovered another interstellar comet passing through our solar system at speeds of around 30 kilometers per second, or more than 67,000 miles per hour. Okay, that's the second one in 2 years. The first one was Huma, and they saw that as it was going out. They couldn't do much about it. They really don't know where it came from. But this one, recently found, has been discovered by an amateur astronomer and from Crimea. And if he wasn't watching and if he wasn't aware of what was going on in the skies, who would know? I mean, why are the major space agencies, why are they not making these discoveries? That's my question. So this was discovered a couple of days ago. I think it was September 2nd that this was discovered, and it's coming in, and they have time enough to discover it. It'll be 3 months before it sort of comes around us, very close to us, and it's coming out of nowhere. It's coming from interstellar space. But why so often are these interstellar objects coming at us all of a sudden? Why are they coming at us? Redding went on to say that the asteroid would trigger tsunamis about 1,000 feet high and 2,624 feet above sea level. Can you imagine? That's mountain height. The impact would blot out the skies with ash, dust, and smoke for 2 years. As a result of the unnatural darkness, that would cause, of course, a global food shortage, and breeding cycles would be disrupted. Redding also wrote, we can predict one such asteroid strike roughly once every 100,000 years, and Nostradamus would seem to be indicating that the year is 2069 as a possible strike date. Now, according to scientists, they do not know of any asteroid or comet that currently poses a threat to the safety of the planet. The European Space Agency said today no known object merit any worry, but many remain undiscovered, so we need to keep searching, obviously. One was just discovered September 2nd, and that was done by an amateur astronomer. What happens if he did not find it? Now, Nostradamus skeptics debunk all claims the French writer had a true gift of foresight. Brian Dunning, who is the author of Skeptoid Podcast, attributes all of Nostradamus' prophecies to the fantasies of those who read them. He said Nostradamus' writings are exploited in a number of fallacious ways: ambiguous and wrong translations, creative interpretations, hoax writings, fictional accounts, and the breaking of non-existent codes within his quatrains all contribute to a vast body of work, all of it wrong, and many times the size of everything Nostradamus ever actually wrote. Now, do we have any asteroids, according to NASA and the space agencies, that are supposed to be coming at us at that year, 2068? Well, wouldn't you know it? Yes, it has been found, thank goodness. It's asteroid Apophis. On April 13th, 2019, Apophis will pass Earth closer than geosynchronous communication satellites. Okay? It'll be closer to us than the satellites. And then it will pass by us again in 2036. And then it will be passing by us again 2068. In the 2060s, Apophis is expected to approach Earth in 2066. On the risk list dated April 12, 2068, Apophis could be more than 1.5 AU, that's 220 million kilometers from Earth, making the asteroid further than the Sun. On April 12, 2068, the odds of impact are 1 in 150,000, in large part because the line of variation extends over 840 million kilometers. So that's the one that is supposed to be coming at us in 2068. It's still very far away for astronomers to see the approach of it. They'll be able to see it more closely, of course, in 10 years, in the year 2029. And this is, by the way, the asteroid they were supposedly having a desktop asteroid impact simulation, the drill that they had at the end of April, that had failed to stop the asteroid. Okay, so they basically copied the time and size and distance and speed of the incoming Apophis asteroid. Because obviously that's what they think is the most dangerous. But that's not the only one. We have other ones coming in as well around that time of 2037, 38, 2029. But this one is specifically 2068. And I'll leave links below for you for this. This is from information from Wikipedia. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.